Hey guys, how's it going? It's a little grainy, but I'm having some technical issues. So I had to switch laptops, unfortunately. Uh, the one I wanted to use was better, but it kept turning off, and I didn't think you guys really wanted me going in and out and in and out and in and out. So I'm using my daughter's Chromebook. So hopefully this goes well. Hopefully you can all hear me perfectly okay because I know that the uh, microphone is not the best, obviously, and same with the little camera because it's not great either. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully we can have some great chat. Hi Barbara, hi Linda, Cindy, Leanne. Oh, that's wonderful, Cindy. She says she's been charging her cell phone to watch me. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Hi, Monica. All right. So, like I said, this is celebrating 100. Woo. So, this is actually 101, which is fantastic. I did not do Fiber Friday because of my trip this weekend. It was just going to be a little bit too hectic to run a Fiber Friday as well as do all the trip and everything like that. So the first place we went to, and yes, I dragged two of my kids and my darling honey with me. We went to Cornerstone Farms. Cornerstone Farm. It's I'll get more into detail about the actual farm and the yarn shop that's attached to it. It's actually a Millerini. Anyways, it not quite what I expected, to be completely honest with you. Um, and hi, Jeannie and Martiza. So yeah, there's like 5 goats, a handful of chickens, and a dog, and a couple cats. I was expecting a little bit more than that, to be honest with you, but I definitely was not disappointed by the owner. He was absolutely fantastic. Went in and he was actually teaching a beginner's knitting course, and he kept stepping away from his hi Darla, away from his class to make sure that I was doing okay and if I had any questions or anything like that. So that was really cool. So I did bring back a few goodies if you guys want to see it. Oh, you know what we'll do first? Okay, so I said I was going to give 5 prizes away. Okay, 5. So I ordered in some canvas bags and all of that lovely stuff so that we could do so I could do some customization to them and put my logo on it and everything like that. And it's, yeah, technical difficulties are plaguing me like crazy, as you can see in the background. Today is not a day for me and anything. So once I get this sorted, right, you will actually get one of these bags with a logo and your name on it, as well as one of these, which is just a little zipper pouch. Right, it's a nice size little pouch to put stuff in. And I also have some lighted hooks coming for you guys that are kind of a little stuck in transit at the moment. They're supposed to be here Tuesday. So 5 of you will get the 2 bags plus the lighted hooks plus something that I actually picked up at Rosehaven, which is in Picton. So my adventure. From here to the Cornerstone Farm is about an hour and 20-minute drive. Literally literally the middle of nowhere. Hi, Nana. My daughter is watching me live while sitting next to me. So that's interesting. Anyways, so about an hour and 15, 20-minute drive from here. Had great fun. Kids had a blast taking a look at those the goats and the dogs and the chickens and the cats. And the cats are super friendly. One of them wanted to come home with me, and that didn't work. I would have loved to take it home. It was so cute. Anyway, so yes, Cornerstone. I'm off topic here. So, again, like I said, my day was plagued with wonderful technology issues. So my printer decided it would only print a couple of them properly and the rest came out pink. So our first winner of one bag, one zipper pouch, one set of lighted hooks, and something that I will get to when I get into going through the Rosehaven shop is, I don't know if you can see that, Paul Ivy. So, Paul, if you're there, if you're watching, I need you to email me so that I can send you your bag full of stuff. Yay, Paul! Okay, and Paul says, mystery giveaway sounds fun. The hooks look interesting. So he was commenting on the double-ended hooks that are this week's Nifty Things Thursday. So on to Cornerstone. If I can get the bag here. Cords and everything all over the place. All right. So he had this absolutely gorgeous stuff. So he brings in yarn from different retailers around the world. And he carried a lot of patterns, a lot of drops, lots of drops. Some of them, though, I went through and I picked the more interesting ones just because I know drops and everybody knows drops designs. There's tons of patterns out there. Anyway, so this one here is actually from some of his new stock, right? And it's Myla. I don't know how well you guys can see that with this awful camera. It's backwards. So this is 80% wool and 20% alpaca. Jeannie says she doesn't know anything about Drops. So Drops Designs is actually a really big designer for knit, crochet. They also do sewing designs and all that kind of stuff. You can pop it into Google and it'll come up with tons of patterns. And it is a little bit on the cheaper side for yarn wise. And I find that a lot of their stuff is not quite as soft as I like it. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a yarn snob when it comes to stuff that I'm paying good money for. The stuff I buy at Michael's and whatever, you expect certain level. But when I'm shopping at a little yarn shop, I'm very picky about what I buy because I'm paying good money for it, right? I mean, you're paying 10, 15, 20, sometimes $35 a yarn for a skein of yarn. And I don't want scratchy, icky crap, right? Obviously. So this here is so soft, okay? And as I always say with really awesome stuff, I wish you could feel through the camera. It is so soft, right? Well, I mean, it's alpaca, so of course it's going to be soft, right? And it's kind of this like rust red. It's almost variegated, but not really. And almost ombre, but not really. Right? So, and it's almost a worsted. It's good in between worsted and DK. Hi, Patsy. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is one of the ones that I picked up at Cornerstone. I'm just trying to see where this was made. From the language on it, it looks like Germany. Possibly Turkey. I don't want to yank this out. I don't want to yank the tag out. Oh, no, actually, it's Italy. Woo! Got to really dig in there to find out. So, yeah, this is made in Italy. So that's cool. I got 3 of these in the same color. Hey, Susie. Oh, don't worry about it. I was running behind anyways, hun. She says, I'm sorry I'm late. This here, this is Sans Garden Pure. Okay, it's in a completely different language. Honestly, I'm not even going to try to bastard. I'm not going to try to trip over the words. I was actually made in Norway, which is pretty cool. It's not very often you find yarn in Norway. The tag's not showing up very well. Anyways, and it is 100% Norsk wool, right? So, sheep that are farmed in Norway, um, specifically, have made this yarn. So I picked up this like taupey color. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of it. I picked up some of those, and then I picked up this really cool one. Right, it'll probably show up better when I actually do the video for Cornerstone, simply because the camera I use on my phone for my videos is much clearer than this one. But believe me, this is an absolutely gorgeous color. It's I want to say it's blue and I want to say it's teal, but it's neither. It's kind of like
Gray blue.
all of them.
Gray teal.
Yeah, Brianna says it's a gray teal color. It's gorgeous.
Right.
Say hi to Nana.
Hi.
It's actually gorgeous, and I fell in love with it because I've never seen a color quite like this in yarn before. So that's what I picked up at Cornerstone. So that was a lot of fun. Hey, Deborah. So from there, we drove to Kingston, Ontario, which is from here. It's about a 2-hour drive. From Cornerstone is a little bit more because we got to take a back highway to get to the 401. And when you have kids in the car, you know. Sorry, I was just reading Margot's comment here. She says, "Hello, never used this yarn. It's kind of hard to find such beautiful yarn here in Costa Rica." Yeah, I get that. Totally get that. Everywhere is different. Luckily, we do have online. Fortunately, shipping online can be quite pricey. I know ordering from Ice Yarns and what's the other one? Can't think of the name of it for the life of me right now. Crystal from Bag O' Day, she orders from there all the time. They actually sponsor her a giveaway every month. Ah, yes, thank you, Leanne. It's Hobium and Debbie. Thank you, guys. See, you're my brain right now. See, not only technical difficulties but brain difficulties. It's been a long weekend to say the least. Anyway, so we went into Kingston, checked into motel there. I'm not going to say much about the motel, to be honest with you. I was trying to be spontaneous, to say the least. I am not one that works well spontaneously at all. Hey, Susie. Anyways, I was as spontaneous as I could be, and hi, Tressa. And I booked a hotel last minute because I couldn't not book a hotel, and it happened to be the cheapest one that had vacancy, and it had beds, and we slept, and then we went home. Well, we left. We didn't go home. Anyway, so I was really worried about my honey and my kids having a really good time. So after we left the hotel, well, after we checked into the hotel, we went down to visit my youngest daughter's grandmother, who to me is very much a mom. I've known her since I was a teenager. She's a fabulous woman. Love her dearly. And her husband was very much a dad to me. I haven't had the best luck with dads. My father passed away 9 months after my oldest daughter was born. He got sick the day after. So it's been 14 years since he passed. So my oldest daughter's grandfather, so my husband at the time, his dad stepped up and really became a father to me. He was there for so many things. It's been 14 years, guys. He was really sick. It's honestly a good thing that he passed because he's not in pain anymore. And I don't need to, we don't need to take care of him anymore. So it's actually a good thing that he passed away. He was in a lot of pain. Anyway, so my husband at the time's father stepped up and was really good and helping out and being a dad for me. He still is to this day, despite the fact that that my ex-husband and I are divorced. And he's still an absolutely amazing man, and I love him to death. And then I got together with someone that I had spent quite a bit of time with as friends in my teenage years. And his parents have always been part of my life, more or less, except for when we lost touch for a while there. And then, of course, they reaccepted me with open arms when we got together. And Bonnie and Grant they're amazing, amazing people. We unfortunately lost Grant to stage 4 cancer in July. Um, that was that was really hard. I mean, he was a dad to me, and he was a grandfather to all my children, whether they were blood related or not. Um, but we still, despite the fact that I'm not with Ava's dad anymore, uh, Bonnie is very much a mom to me. And so we went down to take her out to dinner um, Saturday night, so last night. So we drove from Kingston into Belleville, which is where she lives, which is about an hour and a half drive from Kingston. Had dinner, visited. It was fantastic. Loved it. If anybody has a Shoeless Joe's in their area, go there. It's delicious. Delicious. An apple. I love your apples, Treza. I really do. It's funny. Anyways, so eat more fruit. Hey, everybody needs to eat more fruit. You can never get enough of that. You can also drink your fruit, like I do. Lemon juice. Well, and other stuff, but we won't get into that.
And some mummy.
Anyways, as Brianna says, and some mummy juice. Anyways, so we left dinner from there and then went back to the hotel. As we were driving back from the hotel, my honey was driving. Oh, you know Belleville. Fantastic, Susie. So Susie says that she was born in Belleville and she's now living in southern Quebec. I find that most people that were born in Belleville try to get out. It is a very small town with very small town ideals and ways of doing things. Cindy, I was going to ask if Truly Only Juice. No. This is not Truly Only Juice. This is a little bit of aviation, which is Ryan Reynolds' gin. And those that you know, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds is a fellow Canadian, right? Possibly one of the best exports that we have. Anyway, so as well as club soda and lemon juice. It's a Tom Collins. It's delicious. Yeah, I probably was a lot smaller when you were there. My father was a military brat, so he bounced around all over the place. He moved from Montreal over to Belleville his final year of high school. Met my mom, got married, the whole kit and caboodle of your best romance. Anyway, so driving back from Belleville, I actually spotted a trampoline park. And I was thinking, oh, hey, that'd be fantastic for them because, I'm dragging them around on my yarn adventures and I wanted to make sure that they were having fun. So, long story short, I ended up finding an indoor park, which they were absolutely gung ho to go to. So I dropped off Ava and Brianna and my honey off at the park. They played there for 4 hours while I drove for another hour from Kingston to Picton, which, if you have a chance to go. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I was in Picton and there was a few shops in there that were really awesome. Picked up some Christmas presents. And then I went to Rosehaven. So at Rosehaven, the owner was actually just back from Woodstock, which is, if you guys remember, that's where I was going to be going this weekend. And then some things happened and whatnot. So she was unpacking these huge clear bags of yarn from the show. But I was able to scrounge up some really cool stuff. And I also met their resident rabbit. They have a Jeannie, Darla wants to know where you are. What part of Canada are you in? There you go. See, Jeannie's not in Canada. She's in Missouri. Yeah, they have this beautiful Angora just gorgeous. It's an albino. I took a little video. It hops around the store. At night, it has its own room, and then at the holidays, it goes off to the owner's place for sleepovers and all that wonderful stuff. It was originally a rescue that they took in on a temporary basis. And hi, Sharon. And it kind of stayed. These things happen. Anyways, it's beautiful and it's so friendly. So friendly. It just hopped right up to me and let me pet it. My brother has a rabbit and it's not nearly as friendly. It kind of runs away from people, even from my brother and his wife. So that's kind of funny. Anyways, so back to Rosehaven. Look at this. That's what I got at Rosehaven. Okay, so before I get into this, winner number 2. Okay, and if these winners don't acknowledge the fact that they've won before the end of the stream, I will pick other winners.
So give it all to me.
So Paul, right, or Llewellyn, if you're watching, let Paul know that he got picked. I will give another run through throughout the video. So our next winner I don't know if you can see that. Cindy the crocheter. Right? And Cindy says, that's awesome to see you live. Mystery giveaway bag and also cool crochet hooks. So much fun, so much info in one tiny comment. Congratulations and safe travels. Hope it's not the weather Winnipeg has dumped with last weekend. No, it was beautiful. I had sunshine and warm weather. I was actually able to walk around in my t-shirt. Right? It was beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a better weekend. Anyway, so Rosehaven. I picked 5 different types of yarn to pop into those bags. And each of the winners will get one of. Right? And I picked up enough of each one in order to make sure that you did a small project. So this is the first one. I thought I had, yeah, there's 3 of them. This is a big bag. So this one here. So if you're a winner and you see one that you like in particular, let me know and I'll set it aside for you. So this one here is called, and these are all yarns I have not been able to find here or online. So just so you know. So this is called Tutti Frutti, and it's from Siridar Snuggly, and it's a multicolored Chanel yarn. So it is 80% polyester and 20% rayon. And there's 104 yards in it. I don't know if you can really see that. It's like it's a white yarn, but it's got speckled colors throughout it. So there's greens and there's reds, but like muted reds, a little bit of oranges, some pinks. It's super soft, like super soft. I could this would be an amazing hat, right? Or a wonderful scarf that you could just like curl up in. So beautiful.
Or baby sleeping bag.
All right, so there's 3 of those, right? So you get enough to make something. I'm out of room to put this stuff on, so I'm just going to pile it back here. Okay, this one here is another one. This one is fun. Right? Now some of these are novelty yarns. And if you remember my video on novelty yarns, it's yarns that are not from your main street. Oh, sorry. Reading comments as we go here. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Congratulations to the winner. Not good remembering names, but I remember Cindy, but not the other, so I had to put winners. Oh, Deborah. Hi, Rachel. Anyway, so this is cool. Yes, I did get some of them on clearance, but I was looking more for interesting stuff than anything. So this is 95% wool and 5% polymade. So it's not scratchy wool, right? But it's also not a super wash either. I can't even really describe it. It's really soft and really squishy, right? It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. And it's a navy, a gray, and a pink. And there's 65 yards, more or less. It says more or less. Yes, Rachel, I know I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. It's exciting. So you get 3 of these. 2, 3.
That's nice.
Right? It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how well it's showing up on your end. Here it's kind of
It's pretty.
almost a sepia color. Oh, me neither, Pamela. As soon as we hit 1,000, party. As Ava says, party in the elevator. That's from a fellow YouTuber, FGTV. He's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Him and his whole family love him. I know it's a kid's YouTube, but I watch it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so next is this one here. So this is called Fairground DK, and it's by James Brett. Okay, and I have 2 of those. And it is made in Turkey. And it's distributed by Monarch Mills, which is outside of Yorkshire, England. Yorkshire, England. And there's 252 yards in it. It is a more neutral color. There's taupes, browns, and kind of a blue-gray. It does look variegated, but it looks like it's a almost a speckled variegation. So some sections are long. Oh, sorry, Sharon. Don't let your phone die.
Run!
Get your charger, hurry up! It's super soft too. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is. I know I saw the. Oh, here we go. 100% premium acrylic. So this is actually a lot softer than your traditional acrylics that you get in your big box stores. It is super nice. Super, super, super nice. Super nice. Love it. Right? So you get 2 of those. Again, enough to make something out of it. We also have this one. Right? I love this one. Love this one. So this is called Riot, and it's a DK, and it's by King Cole. Now, King Cole I was using when I was little, right? My grandmother she used to buy King Cole. It's what I learned to work with, actually. I learned how to use a worsted weight. Like most people, it's one of the most traditional weights of yarn. So that was pretty cool. A little bit of walk down memory lane for me there. Anyway, so this is 30% wool and 70% acrylic, and there's 324 yards in one skein, and you get 2 of them all the way down here. So there's 2, and it is it's gorgeous. It's light grays, dark grays, blues, teals, right? It's just like I could eat it. It's so gorgeous, and it's so soft, so delicious. So delicious. There you go. Yeah, King Cole is not, Leanne, King Cole is not a brand that you can really find anywhere so much anymore. I have no idea where my grandmother was pulling it up, like where she was getting it from. I have no idea. I was 9 years old when I learned how to knit and crochet, so I couldn't possibly tell you where she got it from. So you get 2 of those. Okay. Oh, and this is from Skipton, United Kingdom, made in Turkey. So that's quite possibly why we don't see it much over here in North America, for those that are here. Yes, David Morris does carry King Cole. That's right. Thank you, Jeannie. Um, so, so I'm behind on my highs. Hi, Christy. Yes, better late than never for sure. Absolutely. So it's probably most people who are in the UK would probably know King Cole better than those of us here in North America. Night, 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 Nana. All right, and last but not least, for you guys, this is called Diamond Select Marvel. Right, and it's a really nice. There's dark brown, light brown, and then a taupe running through it. Sorry, you guys here. And Crochet Rocks has it, Pamela. Okay, that's awesome to know. Yes, Bullsheep. I love her name too. She's actually out of the Philippines. She was actually the only one that responded to my surprise Saturday challenge, where she actually let me know about how she gets yarn. Hopefully, you don't mind that I'm going to let you in. So she lives in a warmer part of the Philippines, and apparently there's not a lot of places where you can actually go to pick up yarn outside of the department stores that carry sewing supplies. So in order to actually go and get a bigger selection, she has to order from a colder part of the country. So she sent me pictures of her yarn closet. Wow. Like, oh, if I wish I could have a yarn closet like she has. And yeah, just gorgeous work. Absolutely gorgeous work. So I sent out the hooks to her that she had earned by sending me that wonderful little story about where she gets her yarn. So this is 80 meters, so that's about 95-ish yards. And it is 80% polyester and 20% wool. And it is a worsted weight. I'm just trying to see where it's actually made here. Now, when I pick out yarn, I pick out for squishiness. Squish factor is really big for me. So is doesn't say where it's made. Anyways, squish factor and softness is huge for me. Like huge, right? If it's not squishy and it's not soft, I don't want it, right? And I've touched way too many skeins of yarn to even be able to count. So yeah, I'm a little picky in that. Like I was saying earlier, I'm a bit of a yarn snob. So so you get 3 of these. There we go. So Cindy, if you have a specific one that you want, let me know. Yes, you did send me an email the other day explaining that you're still waiting on it in the mail service. Yeah, that's something that actually has come out quite a bit. I do honestly, really honestly do mail out the packages. Right, I get them out as soon as I can get to the post office. Unfortunately, my depression and my fibro keeps me inside sometimes, so I can't really get out, but I do get them all out. I do ship them, and I have a little book that I keep that has everybody that's won, so I keep things straight and I know whether or not I've sent it. Oh, Patsy says she's got hers, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, there are so many issues with post offices outside of Canada, the United States, and the UK. I know that a friend of mine is in South Africa, and I mailed him something a while back, and it took a month and a half for him to actually get it. So mail service sucks sometimes. I do ship at Canada Post. When I ship overseas, um, it goes by air, not by boat. So unfortunately, it gets there when it gets there. I hate to say it. Anyway, so that's the other one. Okay, so Cindy, if you have a specific one, email me with what you would like. Okay? So you get bag, you get zipper pouch, you get lighted hooks, and you get one of the selection of yarn that I was just showing off there. Yes, even with shipping, sometimes it is. Darla was saying that sometimes shipping, like when you put in your shipping, ordering online can be cheaper. You have to be really picky about where you order from because it can get quite expensive. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the comments here. No, Canada is not the fastest in the world. I have a great post office worker. He's fabulous. He knows me by sight. If somebody else is on the counter, he'll actually come over and take over because he knows exactly what I'm looking for, exactly what I want. So that's fantastic. Yes, Christy, yours is out. I promise you. And you sent me 3 emails. So I did get your address and I sent it, I promise. Sorry, I'm reading your comments as you go. You guys are having a wonderful little conversation. It's fantastic. All right, so the last thing that I actually picked up is for me from Rosehaven. And it's this. I really don't know how well you guys can see this or not. So this is called Freedom Spirit, and it is 100% wool. And it's made in England from Twillies of Stamford. Okay. And I picked it for the color, to be completely honest with you. It's taupe. It's a twist. It's a twist scheme. So when they were spinning the yarn, they used a base yarn. And it's okay that you didn't know that it went 3 times. It's okay. I'm not complaining that you sent it 3 times, Christy. It's just sometimes the way that the internet works and it kind of boom, boom, boom. Sorry, still reading. I love the conversation you guys are having about postal services. It's fantastic. Anyway, so they took the main yarn, so their base yarn, which is this like kind of pinky taupey color. And then as they were spinning it, they added overlay yarns. So they're spinning the main thread, and then as it spins, they're adding a secondary fiber to it, right? So that's often how you get a lot of the novelty yarns where it's an overlay spin. So it gets this like twisted look. I don't know if you guys can see that very good. Right, so the strands are actually twisted with different colors. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so this is the taupe base, which is kind of a pinky taupe. And then they have a brown that's twisted over top of it, and a green and a purple. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. So I got some of those. I got 2 or 5 of these, right? And they are these little balls are so Oh, hi Sarah. 120 meters per ball approximately, so that's about 135-ish yards. Oh, apparently this is dry cleanable. Well, that's interesting. Hand wash, lukewarm water. Do not bleach. Obviously, never bleach yarn products. Ever. Bad. And then it is dry cleanable in most solvents. So that's pretty cool. I could take this in to get it dry cleaned if I wanted. Not that I dry clean anything. I don't even really iron anything, to be honest with you. So yeah, that was my yarn trip. So like I was saying, I left my kids and my honey in in Kingston to play at this indoor playground. We have something like it called Cosmic Adventures here. We also have something else called Kids Kingdom and Fun Haven, I think it's called. Fun Haven is more of a video game, like a arcade place. But Kids Kingdom and Cosmic Adventures are these indoor playgrounds. There's huge structures and there's slides and ball pits, and I don't know if you guys have ever watched American Warrior, where they have do that big like obstacle course that they have to go through. Um, Hi, Marissa. Um, anyways, so left them there for 4 hours while I drove into Picton, drove back, picked them up, and then headed home. Um, so it was quite a weekend. Lots of driving, lots and lots of driving, lots of driving. But that's okay because I had a fantastic time. Oh, you're lucky, Pamela had the day off. All right. So, winner number 3. Ready for winner number 3? Shall we? Come on. And Pamela says, yes, ready for winner number 3. Hang on, my papers are not being ready. Everybody ready? Whoop. Can you see that? Winner, Tressa! Oh, I picked winners by running them through the random comment picker that I use for everything, and then I just printed it off. Right, unfortunately, my my printer is not very nice. All right. Oh, and I'm becoming different colors. So, Tressa, looking forward to your mystery giveaway. 100 videos is awesome. Thanks so much for all you do. So, yay, Tressa. Remember, you gotta let me know before this is over. Yay. All right, and if you saw a specific one that you really like a specific yarn that you really liked, let me know, and I will try to make sure that you get that, okay? I'm going to assume Paul's not with us this evening, but his wife might be, if you're out there, Llewellyn. And I lost Cindy's paper. Cindy's behind my computer somewhere. So I'm going to put Paul off to the side, because if he doesn't say hi to me before the end of the video, I'm going to pick somebody else. Pretty simple. So you won Tressa, you won the 1 of 5. You won one of the 5 packages. So you get the bag, like the canvas bag. You get the zipper pouch. I don't know if you were here. Oh, you let me know already, Tressa. Okay, so just send me an email if there was a specific yarn that you liked. Oh, Jeannie's asking about Paul Ivy and Cindy. Was it Cindy? I think it was Cindy. Oh, hang on. It's buried in all this lovely wool that I brought home. Buried. There we go. Yeah. So Cindy was one. Right, and she already confirmed. Tressa, you confirmed. Right, so you're both getting a package. Waiting on Paul. Right, and I know that his wife also follows me. So you'll take the King Cole? No problem. I will put that aside for you. I know you were late, Tressa, and that's okay. So you get the canvas bag. That's why I said I wasn't sure if you were on at the beginning or not. So you get a canvas bag and a zipper pouch. I think Brianna walked away with it. Sorry, I got a pop up here that I want to get rid of. There we go. Don't worry about it. I know YouTube's having some issues with notifications, so it's not a big deal. Never a big deal with me. So you get the canvas project bag, you get a zipper pouch. I'm trying to customize them with my logo, but it didn't go very well. And your name. And you also get a set of lighted hooks and one of the groups of yarn that I just showed. So the King Cole has been called for. Yeah. All right. So that one's gone to Cindy. Put that aside. Over there. So Tressa, you have the Diamond Select Marvel, which is that browns. You can choose from that, or you can choose from this really cool loopy yarn that is pinks and blues and grays. Or you can pick this guy here, which is the Tutti Frutti, and that's a Chanel. And you can also pick from this one here, which is the Fairground DK. All right. So those are the ones that you have to choose from. And there's enough to make at least one small project. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that was my interesting weekend. Yes, the Diamond Select is extremely pretty, and it's a twist, but it's two of the same. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's a different kind of twist, so it makes kind of this kink in it. So what they've done is they take a thin thread, right, and they pull it really tight when they're spinning, and they let the larger one here. Which one has the least amount of wool? I have two. I have this one here, right, which is taupes and grays and slight blues. That's 100% acrylic. And this one here is a Chanel, so it's a polyester and rayon. All right, so those two, so those two have no wool in them. All right, so you get the Chanel or the 100% acrylic. So hopefully that answers your wool over 20%. Yeah, those are the only two that don't have much wool in them. Oh, this one is 20% wool. So this one that I'm talking about right now. So what they do with this is they use a small thread, right, and they pull it really, really tight as they're spinning, and they let the overlay fiber looser so that it creates this bumpy, kind of twisty look to it. Right, and this is considered a novelty yarn, but it's actually really cool to work with. This one, Tressa? Chanel. Okay, no problem. It's all yours. I will put that. Oh, if I can find the other ones. They're running away. Everybody's looking at my armpit. There we go. All yours, Tressa. Jeannie says my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. I gave her other mother a queen-sized Afghan I made. She loved it. Awesome. I was so happy. Gave her stork scissors and the Halloween project bag I made. Awesome. I love the stork scissors. They are fantastic. But outside of ordering them online, I can't find them anywhere. For the life of me, I have to only order them online. Oh, there. And it's fantastic that you have such wonderful relationship with your daughter's other mother. It's fantastic. It's very hard to come by, to be completely honest with you. All right. The thing is, Jeannie was saying that they are free on Wish right now. When it comes to buying from Wish, unless you buy a pack of multiple of the same thing, you have to pay shipping for each individual item. So if you're buying the stork scissors, for example, and say it's $2 shipping, you buy five scissors, you're going to pay $10 in shipping, which is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I'm sorry, but I'm not paying $10 in shipping for 5 scissors. It's a little much. Oh, Fabricland. I have a Fabricland here. It's a little disappointing, unfortunately. I'm not really sure what's up with the manager, but it's usually a complete and total mess. Absolute mess. All right. So, another winner? Another winner? Yeah. Ooh. Ready? 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 I don't know what happened to that one, but it got eaten. It got totally eaten up. Rakina Smith. Woo! I don't know if you're here or not. I haven't seen you say hi yet. Says mystery giveaway. What a generous idea. Thank you for the opportunity. Congratulations on 100 videos. That's so great. Little emoji, little birthday emoji, and a little clappy. I hope I'll be able to tune in on Sunday from a fellow Canadian. I'll put you with Paul, and if you say hi, and I will say it again throughout the video. So you have to acknowledge that you won. Just saying, if you don't acknowledge that you won, I'm gonna pick something else. All right. Sorry, getting a little chilly here. I still don't have my wall up yet, so getting a little chilly. There we go. Oh, Holly, we used to have a fabric store called Affordable Fabric. Everything was $1 a yard. Wow, that would be amazing. I would love $1 a yard fabric. I would have as much fabric as I have yarn if I did that, but so yeah, that's interesting. Apparently Anna won something for a giveaway. I think I'm missing part of this conversation, but that's okay. That's okay. So now that I've gone through my weekend and I've been reading you guys' comments that you probably are also reading, and I'm telling you guys winners. What else? Oh, Woolsworth. Oh, I miss Woolsworth so much. I miss Woolsworth so much. Love that place. Absolutely love that place. And believe it or not, I miss Kmart. Right? Those in the States, you guys probably still have Kmart. It went out of business here. Oh, geez. See, my oldest is 15 this year, so 20-ish years ago. Oh, Zellers. Yes. We have one Zellers left. Sorry, Darla was saying that she misses Zellers. So we have one Zellers here. So what happened? We had all kinds of Zellers. And anyway, sorry, still reading comments. It's on the other side of like it's in a different part of town, so it's about half-hour drive from here. And it's actually going out of business. Right? We had tons of Zellers here, and then Target bought them up. Well, some of them up, anyways, and changed them all into Targets. And then Target really didn't take off. I guess I don't know. It was less than a year, and they were all gone. Now we have a whole bunch of empty stores hanging around, along with all the Sears shops, which are most of them are being demolished or turned into something else. So that was interesting. And when Target was going out of business, believe it or not, Lowe's, they went and picked up quite a few of the buildings. I miss Kmart, to be completely honest with you. I really do. You always found the neatest things. Yeah, because Zellers has been gone for about 5 years here too, Susie. I think across Canada, they pretty much went out. But this one, this is weird little strip mall with a Metro. It was a grocery store, and there's Zellers that popped up out of nowhere one day, and they sell all of this kind of off like stuff that I guess didn't sell in other stores. Zellers, it's like sorry, Anna, it's Zellers is like it's like a Kmart, but not quite as diverse with product. I guess the closest comparison would be what Walmart used to be. So before Walmart started bringing in grocery and got like enormous to the point that they have to put benches in the stores. Sorry, still reading. Linda says the Aldi in Kentucky doesn't carry yarn. I don't know what an Aldi is, but That sucks. Blue light specials in Kmart. Oh yes, the blue light specials were fantastic. So when I started working at a very young age, uh, one of my many jobs growing up was at a pet store. So like a not like a with pets in it, but pet foods. And hi, Colleen. Because so Colleen, hi, just joined you and said to say all your locally owned yarn shops with the really beautiful yarns, nicer hanks, etc. are closed. Oh, that's so sad. Well, unfortunately, little yarn shops, Colleen, they don't survive if people don't buy from them. I know it sucks when you go to a yarn shop and you're spending $35 on a skein of yarn, and because we have so much um, exposure to the internet and big box stores, you're used to paying, 5, 10, you know, $20 on a skein of yarn is like a big deal in the big box stores. But the little yarn shops, they depend on us to keep in business. They depend on people understanding that this yarn is good yarn. It's specialty yarn, right? It's not cheap, overly manufactured. They produce thousands of skeins every day, right? They A lot of these stores, they carry handmade stuff. So I know I've showcased some of the Etsy shops that I've come across, like Red's Threads, um, like Pretty String. Geez, I've done so many of them. Uh, they that's the yarn they carry. They carry that stuff that's hand dyed, that's indie dyed, that's hand spun, that's specially made. The yarn bowls are not your mass produced, Michael's brand bowls. They're handmade, right? Like the one that I picked up from Luna, uh, or the stuff that I get from at the yarn exhibits that I go to. They're all special. They're all individual, right? So when you're when you're buying yarn at a little yarn shop, you have to understand that you're paying for the quality. Actually, I was going to get to that, Patsy. I am getting to the patterns. Believe it or not, I know this has kind of been all over the place, but oh, bye bye, Darla. This has been kind of a rambling uh, hour, but yes, I'm getting to the patterns because I did see your question earlier. Um, Sorry, still reading. I have looked and looked for yarn shops near me and can't find a single one. That's why sorry, Linda. That's why I put links to yarn shops that have online stores, because a lot of them are moving towards online sales to boost their sales, because a lot of the local people, they just don't go in. I don't know why they prefer just to quick and out in and out at your Walmarts or your Michaels or your Joann's or your Hobby Lobbies. It's just the way that it is. I don't know why. Anyways, so patterns. Yes, I do have patterns. I have tons of patterns. That was actually something I wanted to get to you guys about. So for celebrating 100, you guys are what made it. You guys are fantastic. Um, I wouldn't be here without you, believe it or not. Well, of course, you have to believe it. Because if you guys weren't watching, then, well, I wouldn't be doing this now, would I? So I do have patterns. I have lots of patterns. I have knit patterns. I have crochet patterns. I have Tunisian patterns. They are available through Ravelry. However, if you want, I can send you all of them via email in a PDF, or I can mail you paper copy of all of them, right? Or I can just send you the crochet ones, or just the knit ones, or just the Tunisian ones. So if you want an emailed copy, email me, binkerbellsyarning@gmail.com. Make sure you put the S in there. A lot of people forget that it's Binkerbells Yarning. So email me. I can send you the PDF copy if that's what you want. Just let me know. Please send PDF. If you would rather have the paper copy mailed to you, Send me an email with your address. I need the emails. Yes, Patsy, I do need the emails because my brain sucks at remembering stuff. So if I have an email in my inbox, I don't delete it until I've mailed it. So, yes, Darn Good Yarn is fantastic. Yes, please do. So, I do have them on PDF. Not every pattern that I've written is on Ravelry. I do have some that aren't there. Um, yes, I do have your email, Patsy, but if you email me, then it'll be in my inbox and I will remember to send it to you. Right? So simply say, please send, because I do have your mailing address too, I believe, Patsy. I can't. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have your address um, in my in my saved emails. But I need to remember. So email me because otherwise I'm not gonna remember. I'm sorry. I really suck. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a huge desk calendar on my workstation, and it's to the point that I write out each day what topic we're going to go through. Leanne doesn't use Ravelry. That's okay. There was a big thing on Ravelry not that long ago where they banned politically related patterns, and a lot of people didn't like that. It was more specifically towards a individual in the United States because there were quite a few patterns coming out regarding this individual. And some people got really upset because they're supporters of this individual, and the patterns weren't all that um, flattering, I guess is the nicest way to put it. So Ravelry put a quash on that and said no more political based patterns, period. Doesn't matter if it's regarding this individual or somebody else or anything else. No political patterns, period, on Ravelry. A lot of people got really upset by that. Like a lot of people got really upset to the point that their Facebook groups popped up about boycotting Ravelry and yeah, it got out of hand, completely and totally out of hand. Something that a company was doing to distance themselves from a specific political issue, which, in my opinion, businesses have no business in politics. Politics is one thing, business is something else. All right, your individual opinions and biases have nothing to do with a public business as big as Ravelry. Thank you. Cindy says I'm describing it very well. Yeah, I have opinions on this particular political individual. But like I said, personal opinions don't belong in business. In my opinion, it's just bad business to push people one way or the other politically. It's the same thing religiously, unless your business is religious based. Um, I don't agree that that they should intermix. Right now, don't get me wrong, there are businesses out there that are specifically politically inclined or religiously inclined, and that's great, right? That's fantastic. Yeah, no, we won't talk about Canada's vote tomorrow either. Mm-mm. Not even. I'm not even going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole because that's a whole nother thing, just like the other political issue. Um, Anyways, so it's Binkerbells. Sorry, Pamela. Binkerbells Yarning at gmail.com. So it's BinkerbellsYarning at gmail.com. Hopefully you caught that. I really hope you caught that. Anyways, so where was I going? Yes, so political based businesses and religious based businesses, obviously, that's where it belongs. There's this absolutely gorgeous little shop here in Ottawa called Salem, and it is a religious based store. So they sell all kinds of Christian based products. So and the stuff they carry is absolutely beautiful. Personally, I'm not Christian. My oldest children's grandmother is, and I've been in there several times to buy gifts for her. Um, and yeah, it's beautiful, and it's religiously based. And there's nothing wrong with that. But with something like Ravelry, where your product is very specific. Okay, so you're tailoring your product to patterns for fiber artists. That's where it should be, and it should be something that oh, good, Pamela, thank you. Um, that appeals to the majority, right? So having little tiny niches, unless you have specific uh, folders, I guess is a good way of putting it, or subsects of that business, then that's one thing. Like on Ravelry, there is a adult section. You have to search it. So you can get all of those like lingerie patterns and the patterns that have F words or other swear words or things that are marijuana inclined, that kind of stuff. It's more No, Ravelry, you can actually get sorry, Pamela. Ravelry, you can get a lot of free patterns on Ravelry. Okay, Margaret, bye. Have a good night. Sleep well, sweetheart. We'll see you later. Anyways, so yes, they do. Yes, Anna, they do have an adult section. So it is mature content, and it does warn mature content. But when it comes to the political stuff, it was getting out of hand. In that there was a lot of stuff in the discussion groups and in the comments on people's patterns for this particular political issue in the states. That was just it was inappropriate. They were it was just this huge blowout where people were attacking pattern writers for their political persuasion or for making fun of the political issue. Um, no, Pamela, it doesn't cost me anything to post my patterns. It's Ravelry. You sign up for a free account. The only time you pay is if you buy a paid pattern. I do have a few paid patterns on there. Now, the ones that I'm offering for you guys is all of my patterns, whether they're paid on Ravelry or not, and all of the ones that I have that are not. Hi, Irene, that are not on Ravelry. So PDF or mail, email me, let me know. It's very nice to see you. Irene says this is her first. No, I try to stay out of political issues too, Patsy. Um, Unfortunately, because of how do I put this? Because of my children's ages, they discuss a lot of this in class. A lot of questions come up because it's in the media. Um, and it like this stuff is all over social media, it's all over the commercials on the television, it's all over pop-ups, it's all over the streets. I mean, there was a huge thing in England with a balloon that was honestly, in my opinion, and this has nothing to do with the individual in question. But if I saw a giant balloon of somebody in a diaper floating over London, I would find that hilarious regardless of who it is, right? Because whoever had the time to come up with this ginormous balloon is it's like a Macy's parade balloon. It was huge. Anyways, it was so funny. Uh, would you say, yeah, anybody that wants my patterns as part of celebrating this 100, I will send you the PDF via email or I will mail you the paper copies. All right. See, I have part of them here. All right. So this is one of my file folders full. I have another one that's like 3 times this size. Let me open it up here. Rachel says my oldest comes home with stories and questions from class because the teacher loves to talk about who, and so exactly, adults tend to just talk and not realize that children are listening, right? And they really listen, right? They know what you're talking about, and it's not that a lot of adults talk around children and they don't understand that children are listening. They are all ears. Oh, here's an example. So whatever you say in front of them, they absorb, right? So even my 5-year-old Ava, I don't know if you guys are following, and if any of you follow her on Stories with Ava, she has questions about stuff like this, right? There's signs all over lawns and streets, and she asks. They're all political signs because we have an election coming up tomorrow. So, bye, Margaret. All right, so here's one of my patterns. All right, and this is Angela's Happy Little Skulls wrap. This is a paid pattern, right? But I'm offering it to you for free. I send it to you. Oh yes, Patsy, I know Ava's been really busy. She actually recently became a Beaver Scout. Plus she's got her school, plus like a bunch of other stuff, and yeah, so she wanted to take a little break. I do have her latest video to upload, so she did do one, and she's planning on doing at least another one in the next couple days. So, oh, Leanne, it's because she hasn't been on for about a week now. That's why. But like I said, I do have one to upload. So this is full of patterns, right? I have like 35 patterns that I've transcribed. We have about 35, 40 patterns that I've transcribed. They're all on my doc, like in my my Google Drive, so I can just easily pop them out to you if you want. Yes, she can read really well, Tressa. Okay, so we have 3 winners. 1, 2. We have 3 or 4. We have 4. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to. It's under yarn and stuff. That's it's a blue one. It's one that my printer actually decided to print properly because it spit out some that were blue and some that were not blue. As you saw, they were pink. You ready? I think you're gonna like this one. Waiting for it. Where are you, Jeannie? I know you're still there. So Jeannie says, congratulations to all winners. Those are nice, cool hooks. I love my sticker I got from you answering my question. Have a great and safe trip. Trying to type. Mystery giveaway. Yes, congratulations. You're getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, thank you, Jeannie. All right, and again, if you have a specific yarn you'd like, let me know. All right, so I put you over here because I know that you. Where did I put Cindy's paper? I don't know where I put Cindy's paper. I'll put it over there. Okay, there we go. This is why I absolutely love. So we have this one here, which was the Diamond Select, and this one here, which was that really cool bumpy yarn, and this one here, which is the grays and taupes and browns. So, but this is why I love doing giveaways. All right, you guys get so excited. I know I follow Crystal, right? Love Crystal. I don't know if you guys know her. I'm a troublemaker. I'm under you. Drink and take you. So, yeah. Cheers. For those that missed, I'm a gin fan. And Tom Collins with Aviation, which is Ryan Reynolds' Uh, I've got some of the multimedia coming. Oh, yes, that's right. Anyways, so yeah, telling me to finally take a sip of my drink. Anyways, yes, Jeannie, try aviation. It's delicious. And yes, Bago Day, love Crystal. Absolutely love Crystal. But I don't enter her giveaways. She has tons of giveaways and she gives away amazing stuff, absolutely amazing stuff. And I love how excited she gets because this is her thing, right? She gives away yarn. It's her thing. Everybody that's successful in YouTube has a thing. They have a niche that they fill. And this is hers. And she is absolutely amazing. And she actually does, people actually do get their stuff. I know a lot of people for a while there, they were really bullying her, which is not cool. Period. Haters are not cool. We don't do that. Um, and she almost stopped doing her. Yes, her tutorials are amazing. I love her stuff. Her patterns are fantastic. Anyways, so she almost stopped doing her giveaways because people are just honestly assholes, to be completely honest with you. um they were going on about how, you know, her giveaways aren't real and she doesn't really send it out, or she only gives her stuff to people she knows and her friends and all this kind of stuff. And it's not cool, right? So basically what it was sore losers. So people who didn't get their names drawn were just being dicks, right? And she has thousands of viewers. So your chances of winning are one in however many viewers she has or however many comments she has, which is just, it sucks, right? And I will admit that yes, I have had haters, um, and it sucks and it makes you feel like crap when they send you messages and stuff like that saying that, you know, you're not what you say you are and all of this stuff. But you block them, you delete the message, you move on, right? That's the way that I do it. Unfortunately, Crystal was getting more haters than I do because her fan base is a lot bigger. Um, and yeah, both she was saying that she has 400,000 plus subscribers and she'll get 11,000 comments per giveaway. So your chances are 1 in 11,000. I mean, play the lottery. It's basically what you're doing. So I know one of the people that I'm in several groups with, and I know follows me on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube here. Jeff, he won a giveaway, right? So they're real, it happens, but again, it's a giveaway. You have one in however many, right? It is what it is. So I know you guys were asking me questions before about how yeah, 1 in tens of thousands, exactly. Jeannie was saying 1 in tens of thousands. So as I know you guys were asked, oh, how do you block? So I can actually block subscribers. It's one of the options I have when you set up a channel and start uploading videos. You have options. You click on the comment and you erase the comment and you block user. Same thing you do on anything where you block phone calls or you block on Facebook or whatever. It's the same concept, same principle, same steps. But yeah, no, I love Crystal. Love Crystal. I don't enter her giveaways, but I do love watching her videos, and I love how excited she gets about giveaways. She's so excited. She loves it so much, and that's what's fantastic. Um, Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. She says you rock in your uniqueness of fibers, and I always share your videos with my sister because your topics are interesting, like the lady and crocheting tiny items. Yes, Frances Brown is incredible. Frances Brown is fantastic. You can do it both on your phone and on your computer, Pamela. You just click on the comment or on the person and you click block user. So yeah. So anyways, as I was saying, Chris, that's Crystal's niche. And I love giving people stuff. I really do. But it's done. It's a lot of stuff, right? So many people give away on all but one who won. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, so a lot of people give away on YouTube, a lot of people give away on Instagram, a lot of people give away on Facebook. And I love giving away like the stuff I make. A 95, no, more than that, like 99% of the stuff I make, I give away. I very rarely make something for myself. It's like buying stuff. I very rarely buy stuff for me. Yarn, it's not, I don't buy it with the intention of me. I buy it with the intention of making things for other people. Oh, Pamela said that she won one from Crystal. Yeah, Susie says that she has over 5,000 on YouTube and 8,000 plus on Facebook. And yeah, you get haters when you have that number, that many subscribers and followers. Anyway, so Crystal's thing is go small. Anyway, so Crystal's thing is giveaways. There's Granny D, and she does knit stuff. It's Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D. It's another one that I follow, and she does she reads, right? Her thing, she reads from books, chapter like chapter at a time. She does Little Women. Sometimes she does short stories as well, which is pretty cool. And so that's her thing. There's other ones that I follow. I follow so many different YouTube people that keeping them all straight is a little hard sometimes for me, just because they all get mixed up in my mind. Um, Jeannie, nope, not Jeannie. Brain's not working. Anyways, you can actually probably, if you take a look at my profile on YouTube here, you can see the different people that I follow, and they all have something that they do. They all have something very specific, very specific. Um, for me, I wanted when I started out. I don't know if you got how many of you have seen um, my very very first video, but it was bad. Oh my god, it was bad. I was really 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 nervous, like crazy nervous. And uploading a yes, Susie says that her excitement is contagious. Crystal's excitement is very contagious. So is her laugh. I love her laugh and her little I'm smiling but I can't let you see that I'm smiling because I don't like my smile. I love it. She's adorable. Love her. Anyways, but yeah, my first video was really bad. I was so nervous. And then I started the reason I got into it was so many people on Facebook groups that I'm in are asking the same questions over and over and over again. And so I decided that I would start answering those questions. So how do I this and how do I that and whatnot. Yes, Crystal smells the yarn. I love it when Crystal smells the yarn. It's fantastic. Smells Great Guy is another one that I follow on YouTube, and he's hilarious. Oh my goodness, he's hilarious. He does knit nights online, so he does live streams where he knits and answers questions and that kind of stuff. He's fantastic. Love him. Love him. Absolutely love him. I do follow Jeannie as well. Anyway, so I started just doing videos to answer questions that people were asking on Facebook, and I found that I had some viewers, but nothing really enough to help people uh, really expand on their crafts and learn. So the first step that I took, the first big one that I did was 6 stitches to successful crochet. So when you're learning how to crochet, there are 6 stitches that you need to know. And once you know those 6 stitches, you can do anything you want. Right? Going from there is just the tiny baby step once you get those 6 down. And I did a lot of people were asking questions about different types of fiber, and different types of, like, what the differences in your weights were, and, what does DK mean, and what does all of that stuff do that sorry. Susie says, "I find there are so many giveaways on YouTube now. It's really changed." Yes, I wish I could do that, but being on a pension mailing is too expensive. It is pricey. That's why I usually just do the Thursdays. So back to what I was saying. Um, so there was a lot of people asking questions about fibers and content and weights and all that kind of stuff. So I did videos on that. And then I found that there was just more and more and more questions, and people started emailing me questions or leaving questions on my videos, that I said, okay, well, I'm gonna, really create a schedule so that we know what's going on from day to day. Because if I don't have a schedule and I don't have things laid out, then it drives me bonkers. Anyways, and I always think that I'm forgetting something or I'm missing something. Um, so that's why I decided I was going to lay it out that way. And so Manic Monday was just a kind of an overview of what's to come and a recap from what was previous, more or less just to get it straight in my head, and give you guys a heads up about what's coming. So if you wanted to catch a particular video, um, oh, Bull Sheep says, "I learned to crochet, but I still learn a lot from your videos," and that's what I love. That's why I in my Manic Monday. It really is manic sometimes. Anyway, so uh, I really I wanted to make sure that I was getting as much information across as I could, for you guys. So that's why we do Manic Monday as an overview of what's happening and what's to come, and then Tutorial Tuesdays I'm teaching you something, usually new stitches. We're working on that sampler block blanket right now, which I'm loving, absolutely loving. I think we have what, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 squares left. So it's coming to an end. It's exciting. Got to figure out where we're going to go from there. And then Wednesdays, we learn Wednesday because there's so much out there that people don't know about the arts that they work in, um, because there's so much stuff. Madonna says, "I love giveaways, but it gets a bit boring." It does. I like channels that can teach me or take me shopping or showing me new methods to dye yarn or patterns, etc. Yeah, and that's why I do this. So we learn Wednesday is always something a little different, um, something that very few people even really knew about, like Frances Brown and her miniatures. I mean, this woman has made stuff for doll houses all over the world. Like, how incredible is that? Um, Holly's going through about all the different kind of stuff that she's learned just by watching YouTube, and that's pretty cool, right? And that's why I want to be here for you guys. That's why I do this. Thursday, Nifty Things Thursday. Those that saw my first Nifty Things Thursday, I explained that I'm trying to get you guys outside of the yarn aisles, and thinking outside the box for different things to add to your toolkits to make them more interesting. Now, some of them stuff is stuff that are very specifically knitting or crochet related, like the lighted hooks and the lighted needles. But a lot of you guys were saying, I didn't really know that there was light up needles, right? If you didn't watch me, would you have known, right? Uh, Jeannie was saying thank you. I was just clicking on PayPal to order lighted hooks. Jeannie, you're getting lighted hooks. Why are you buying some? You're one of the winners. You're getting lighted hooks. Don't buy lighted hooks. Anyways, so I really like Thursdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays are definitely a lot of fun for me. This Wednesday coming up, we're actually going to take a look at famous fiber artists. So that's really cool. I also loved doing um, the video on men in fiber arts. Uh, in that the fact that the fiber arts, knitting and crocheting, was originally a men's only. You were in shock. Sorry, laughing at Jeannie's comment here. Anyways, so knitting and crochet were very much a man's art form for a long time. Even though when knitting and crocheting and other fiber arts, which I will actually get into in other We Learn Wednesdays, like nail binding, um, even though they originally started as women's work, I guess is a good way of putting it. Okay, I don't really know how else to do it. So when we were hunters and gatherers, um, for the large part, um, men they developed, their physique, like their physical sets and their mentalities, because it was a dog eat dog world back then, right? You had to divide up survivals so that everybody could survive, because one person can't do it all, right? One person can't go out and hunt and dress and cook and gather and make clothing and all of that kind of stuff, um, and survive well, when they're taking care of multiple people. I'm pretty sure as an individual you could do it no problem, but when you're living in a community, one person can't support everybody. It doesn't work. Um, and then as we moved into the civilized life, like so many things, and I'm not bashing men in any way. It's just the way civilization moved. It has nothing to do with personal opinion, but a lot of things move towards a men's only thing. It's just like, did you know that uh, men who were higher up in the chain wore skirts as a sign of wealth? And yet, when you take a look at the through the 17 and 1800s and even into the early 1900s, women were the ones that were designated to wear skirts and dresses. It's just like men used to wear makeup more so than women did to impress mates and to attract mates. So it's pretty interesting how you see shifts in culture, which is pretty cool. So the video on men was a really really fun one for me, a really interesting one, and I love that book that I showed you guys. So that was fun. And then Thursdays, I just loved finding neat little things. And I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I have my Thursday shelf, which has got all kinds of stuff on it there, and mail out stuff as well. Um, they can, Anna says they can have the skirts and the makeup. I agree, Anna. They can have the skirts and the makeup all to themselves. Um, absolutely, I believe I agree with you 100%, Anna. Um, anyways, so Fridays, I found that the little yarn shops were being missed, because a lot of them are, yes, yes, Charlene, the heels and the bras, absolutely, absolutely. I hate bras, hate them with a passion. I really do. Anyways, so where was I going? See, look at that, you distracted me, Charlene. Now I can't remember where I was going with this. Oh yes, Fridays. So Friday, yeah, the bra was invented by a man. So was sanitary pads. It's okay, Charlene. My brain likes to pop out at anyways on its own. But yes, bras and sanitary pads were invented by men. Good job they did, eh? Anyway, so Fiber Fridays, and the yes, men actually used to wear high heels to give themselves a look of superiority. They also used to wear platforms, which is interesting. Oh, I love free spiriting. Absolutely love free spiriting. Anyways, so with the little yarn shops, I found that they were being overlooked by so many people. because on the channels, on YouTube channels, and hi Granny D, they people were moving to more towards the big box stores, you know, the Michaels and the Joannes and the Hobby Lobbies and the Walmarts. Um, and Patsy says, no wonder we have problems with bras and pads. They never stay where they're supposed to, right? Come on. Anyways, so I really wanted to showcase those people and all the hard work that they do and the beautiful stuff that they have. Because I mean, I could just, I could sleep in the shelves of yarn in these little yarn shops because they're so beautiful and they're hidden gems. And I really wanted to bring to light these people and all the work that they do. And it's like the Etsy shops, you know, so many people, you know, they go to Etsy for the odd stuff, right? Like the interesting gifts, the things to that you get. Um yes, men also yeah, invented the underwear. You know, how else to make boobs look better? Anyways, so you go to Etsy for those unique things, you know, those things that you buy somebody that has it all, right? But there's so much else on there that are in hidden little pockets. And, you know, I wanted to show you guys that spending $35 on a skein of yarn is worth it because you're paying for that handmade quality, that uniqueness, you know, that love that goes into it. Because all of the leave it up to them. Jeannie says, leave it up to them. I wish they had to wear them pads or tampons. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Right? It's like I'd like to see a man birth a baby. Right? I've seen men go through sorry guys if you're watching there. I have seen men pass kidney stones and it is as close as they will ever come to what it feels like to have a baby. Because if you take a stone, you know, size of my pinky finger nail, well, probably not even that big, probably the end of my pinky finger here. Take a stone that big and you shove it through a man's urethra from his kidneys. It hurts like a son of a. I've seen it. It sucks. And yeah. Sorry, Sydney said, be interesting to watch the movie. Was it Arnold Schwarzenegger Jr.? Anyways, so back to Little Yarn Shops. I really want to show you guys the love and the passion that these people have for their products, and for contributing to yarn art and to fiber arts in general, because they really do love what they do, you know. And I love that they love it. I've seen my husband stub his toe. I can't imagine what it would be like to give birth. How did we go this way? My intention was not to bash men and their inventions and their ability to bear children. Um, but yeah, it kind of had to, it kind of went that way, didn't it? Oh yes, okay, I did start it. I was explaining to you guys that men have a tendency to invent things that women eventually take. My mummy juice. Yes, my mummy juice. Hey, I've only had one. Come on, and it's not even done yet. Um, but yes, I did start it because we were talking about um, how men were originally the ones that did fiber arts, and they had men only knitting groups and unions and whatnot, and guilds. So now there's actually quite a few men in the Ottawa Guild, the Ottawa Knitting Guild. There's quite a few men there, and they're fabulous. There's some men that come to knit night at. They are big babies. Yeah, my honey's been sick for like 3 weeks, and you'd swear it was the end of the world. Yeah, love them though. Absolutely love them. Um, anyways, see, you guys are distracting me. Sorry, still reading all of your. all of your comments here. They're hilarious. So yeah, there's a couple men that attend knit night at Yarns You'll Love, and honestly, hilarious. Absolutely adore them. They're so much fun. Karen's from Pretty Strings. Her husband comes sometimes. He was actually there last Thursday, and I met him at the Leeds Grenville Fiber Extravaganza in Kempville. Fabulous, fabulous gentleman, and he is so supportive of his wife. It's fantastic to see, because he goes and he helps her at these shows because she gets so busy because her products are amazing, and she always happens to. Yes, the moaning that goes on when men are sick. I have to admit, I'm glad I only have one man to deal with, and all my kids are girls, so I can live with some hormones because I've been there. But having three boys sick, no, thank you. I'll pass. I really will. Anyways, so Karen's husband is fantastic. I mean, he built her a studio so that she would stop dyeing yarn in the kitchen sink. Marissa, anyone else crocheting and listening? I keep wanting to comment, but not able to put the hook down or X out of the pattern. I'm enjoying listening though and laughing at all the inventions and all. Definitely went a different direction than I had anticipated. Anyway, so there's Karen's husband that comes sometimes, and oh my goodness, I can see him. I just can't think of his name for the life of me. Yannick and his wife come, and they're working on their shawls for an upcoming getaway that they're doing, or not a getaway, a retreat that they're going to. Granny D says, I need a handyman to fix some stuff around the joint, but I don't need one to have to fool with, if you know what I mean. And I know you do. I was actually just talking about you earlier before you popped on, Granny, and letting them in on some of the people that I follow on YouTube, and how everybody has, like, all the successful YouTubers in the fiber arts have a thing that they do that's specific to their channel that makes them unique and successful. So everybody needs to pop over and see Granny D. Right, she's got a great channel. All right, so I don't think these two are going to be getting to us. Okay, so Paul, sorry, you're out. And Rutina, sorry, you're out. You really do have great subscribers, Granny. I read your comments from your subscribers, and they're absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Pick another winner, pick another winner, pick another winner. Oh, this one. How's that? You just popped up on my screen with yes, pick. There you go. And Patsy says, Mr. Giveaway, I would love one, please. And the hooks. Oh, you're so sweet, Erin. Thanks so much for your help. I'm learning a lot from your channel. Much love. Yay. So we have, what do we have? Two. I'm lost here. Because then we have three winners. How many winners do we have? We had Jeannie, right? And we had Cindy, right? My papers ran away on me. Jeannie, Cindy, Patsy. Oh, and that was the Chanel and the King Cole. I think my papers ran away. Okay. Remember, email me. Tressa, yes, thank you, Debbie. It was Tressa. I knew there was another one. My papers just ran off. My place is still obviously unpainted and still doesn't have a fourth wall. So it's a little bit Granny D says she's gonna change her name. Okay, sorry, that was funny. Sorry, I get a kick out of Granny. She's absolutely hilarious. Honestly, Granny, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. You're absolutely fantastic, and I love watching you. And I get a kick out of you. I really do. I really do. Where did you go, Tressa? Okay, your paper's around here somewhere, Tressa. So you pick the Chanel, and Jeannie has the. Okay, and we have King Cole, and we have that, and we have that. Okay, so yes, Tressa seems to be on a winning streak. And honestly, honest to good guys, these are all from random YouTube comment picker. I did print more than just 5 because I knew not everybody was going to be watching. So these are completely random. You know, I hit the random comment picker, took a screenshot, and then printed them all off. They're all, and then I've been randomly picking from the pile. I have not been shifting through it to pick specifics. Honestly, I haven't. Right, so Patsy, some people just happen to be more lucky than others. Okay, so we got one more. We got one more. We got one more. One more. We got one more. We got one more. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Geneva Hall. So you can see this is where my printer decided to go pink. Are you on here, Geneva? I hope I'm saying your name right. Says, congrats on your 100th video. As always, thank you for a chance to win something awesome. I've actually never seen double-ended crochet hooks. Those are cool. Mystery giveaway. Stay awesome. Many blessings to you and yours. Are you here? Because our time is almost up. Oh, Anna says that she won 2 this week. That's cool. That's really cool. Granny, honestly, we don't want you to change. She said I couldn't. I'm just kidding. I couldn't change if I tried. Don't want you to change. Right? You really don't want to. Yes, Creative Grandma. That's the other one that I watch. I do watch her as well. She's fantastic. So no, Geneva, you're not there? No, because our time is almost up. Because I know if I stay on here more than 2 hours, then we're going to talk all night, and then I'm going to be absolutely exhausted in the morning for Manic Monday, and you guys are going to get nothing but me sipping coffee. Okay, no Geneva? All right. Moving on. Let's try again. Yeah. Oh, this one's blue. This one's blue. Heidi. You out there, Heidi? Honestly, I would love to meet you guys. I really would. I would love to meet you guys. Heidi says, "Thanks, Aaron. You're doing are you doing a pattern with the double hooks? Yay, mystery bags." Not entirely sure what you mean by that. Like, am I writing a pattern specifically to the double-ended hooks? The hooks are not the same size on either side. They're 2 different sizes. Oh, that's cool. Anna says a Creative Grandma had a meet and greet yesterday. I know one of the things that that I do want to do in the future is a yarn retreat. So that's up there. One of the things I absolutely do want to do. And thankfully, there's enough resources around me that I can host that. Along with people that are coming in from out of town, I'm able to get good pricing on blocks in a hotel that has a conference center in it that we can do the retreat in. They're a lot of work. I've planned big corporate meetings, and I've planned corporate retreats and stuff like that. So I know how much work they are. They're a lot of work, but they're definitely worth it. And I will definitely let you guys know that when that's coming up. Mm. Yes, I know, Bull. That's why. Wait till your package comes in, Bull Sheep. You'll see. You'll love what I sent you. You really will. I promise. Okay, so more than that. Okay, let's see. Let's see who's next. Oh, it's getting small. Let's see who we got. Oh, this one's sort of blue. Ready? Ready? I know this person is here. I know this person is here. You ready? I'm so gonna tease you guys. Pick a random winner and winner. I did not plan this. I promise. I literally pulled it out of the pile randomly. Not the top person, just right out of the middle of it. All right, so you need to send me an email, Granny. Okay? So, I know you weren't here in the beginning. You get a canvas bag with my logo on it and your name, a zipper accessories bag with my logo and your name. You get a pack of lighted crochet hooks, and you get to choose what yarn you want. Okay? So these are the yarns that I picked up at Rosehaven. And yeah. There you go, Granny. So I'm going to sign off. It is 10 o'clock here. I have had a very, very, very long weekend. I loved it. It was fantastic. I couldn't have had a better weekend, to be completely honest with you. And I have loved chatting with you guys, and I am definitely going to do this again. I will give you a heads up when that is. I'll probably let you know in a Manic Monday. And to those of you that are working tomorrow, don't work too hard. And I will see you all in the morning for Manic Monday. Bye, guys. I had a great time. Take care.